on to your seats. It's time for Franklin County's very own show about regional tracks, drivers, and action. And now, sit back and hold on tight, because here's the host of our show, the man behind the wheel, E.C. Hundley.
Parade of Homes is...
Welcome everyone to Just Racing. We're down here live at the Cable 12 studios tonight here in Redwood, Virginia. Telephones won't do no good tonight. You need to come on out here. We got plenty of prizes and a whole lot of race cars and everything. You can come down and check them out and talk to the drivers and also see all these cars. And we got all kinds of good little prizes we're going to give away and stuff. So that's the only way you can win tonight is come down here. We are on a half hour early tonight because of darkness probably moving in before around 8 o'clock hour. So we'll be down here and hanging around. We're going to run this from 7 to 8, but afterwards we will still be hanging around. So you can still come on down and win some prizes and stuff. We'll be right back with you. Welcome back everyone to Just Racing. We are live out here at the Cable 12 studios. Got a few people coming in right now. Like I said, that's the only way you can win tonight, so y'all be sure and come on out. Everybody's welcome and to walk around, look at the cars, talk to the drivers and everything. Right now, the first guy I got right here is Mr. Bill Myers with the Classic Stock Cars. Welcome to the show, Bill.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
Tell us a little bit about this class. I know a lot of people have seen them up in Franklin County. Y'all are pretty much regulars this year.
We're running every other week. We got 2 more shows this year, the 7th and the 21st of next month. And come on out and see us run. Buy a car and come run with us, build one, we'll build it for you.
These right here, are these pretty much like kit cars, or how do you go about getting one of these?
It's pretty much a kit car. It's a fiberglass body with like a 80 model Monte Carlo frame, stock engines, either 302 Ford or 305 Chevrolet, 318 Chrysler. And we're running automatics, stock rears, and in other words, the whole thing is keep them economical where a poor man can come out and go racing again.
But y'all really do race, don't you? Just don't go out there and make no show out of it.
This is not a parade, it's a race. We beat, knock, and bang and run for the money, and we get paid to run.
Okay, so do y'all have your own sanctioned body as far as the rules and all that?
We have our own rules, and we take our rules to the track with us. We run our rules.
So I guess in return, you also got your own point system?
That's right. It's all kept within our own system.
Now, I noticed you got several cars right here. All these your cars, or?
3 of these are mine, and this one here belongs to my son.
And so how much, how did you just hire drivers for this? I'm sure that's no problem, is it?
There's no trouble to get drivers. We have plenty of drivers standing wanting to drive.
And how you go about getting one of these kits? Is it some kind of company that makes them?
I have the kits at my place. The body is built by Gibbon in Gibbon, Nebraska, but I keep them in my place of business.
And what year model did you say these things were?
We got 34s and 32s. They're replicas of Fords, 32s, 34s.
So where did this all, it seemed like it just all of a sudden popped up in Franklin County. Where did you see them and how did it all get started there?
They started in the Midwest, and first ones that come in here come out of Tennessee. We went out and raced some with them and seen them run and decided we wanted some of them, and so we started the class last year with 3 cars. We got 9 running now, and 3 more will be ready by the end of the season, hopefully.
So is Franklin County the only place you run this year?
Right, this year Franklin County is the only place we have run, and we will have 16 or 17 cars starting the next season. Yeah, we're going to have a full field of them. When we get about 20 some of these running, 20, 22 of them running, we'll start a modified class of them. But this class will stay like it is. The rules will never change. It won't be like some place where they change year to year. These are going to stay the same, so a man don't have to change his car every year. When he's got a car that's running good, it'll be good for next year. No.
What would it cost a man to go out and build a car like this?
A turnkey car like this, $6,000. He can build it for himself a whole lot cheaper.
I noticed you got one of the first things I noticed when I walked up to the car, because I'm in the tire business also. But where do you get these tires from?
A Towel City retread from Kannapolis, North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, and I stock them. I got dirt tires and the asphalt tires. And we keep our tires mounted to go. We can go run on dirt, and probably will run some on dirt next year. Probably a couple shows for a couple other tracks. But that's the reason we alternate and just run every other week at Franklin County Speedway. It gives us time to go somewhere else and run if we want to.
All right, and if someone wants to, is really interested, I know that they see them up there every other week, like you said, but it's probably sometimes hard to get down there and see. What's the best way to get in touch with you?
Hey, they can call me at 1-540-297-6842. And ask for Bill or Will, either one. Yeah, Will is my son. And like I say, we got the roll cage material. We got the fuel cells, the seats, tires, wheels, anything anybody needs to build one. And we'll build a rolling chassis and sell a rolling chassis if that's what they want, with a body. And then they can
all the way up to a turnkey.
Then that's right, from any stage they want it.
Well, Bill, we appreciate you coming down and bringing these beauties. I'm a classic freak anyway, and I love seeing these cars.
I am too. I like my old cars. Yeah.
You're going to be around for a while, so people can come on out and see them, right?
I'll be here. Just
all right. Thank you, Bill.
Anytime.
All right, that's Mr. Bill Myers there with the classic stock, with the classic stocks there. And like I said, we still got some people rolling on in, and y'all come on out because we're going to be giving away some prizes here in a bit. Only way you can win is come on out here, and we're going to register. I'm going to send some people out and register the people around here, and we're going to draw out a big hat. And we got some nice prizes. A lot of these drivers is good enough to bring some hats and shirts and all that good stuff. So y'all come on out. We're going to take a small break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. We are live outside here, and we are on at a special time tonight because of darkness falling in. Last year we went from 7 to 8, so it really won't no big deal. But this year it's 7:30 to 8:30. It's been our regular time slot. But all of that, y'all still come on out and call people up and tell them, call all your friends. Y'all come on out here. We got some prizes and good stuff to come on. We got people still rolling in up here at Redwood. Going to welcome to the show now, John Hall, and the thing's been coming on this year, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've been running a lot better. I appreciate y'all inviting me out. It always use publicity. And I'd like to thank my sponsors, Law Roofing out of Rocky Mount, Jerry Brooks Contract Painting, and we doing a juvenile diabetes fund, walk for the cause for sugar diabetes for kids. We run the logo on the hood and asking anybody willing to do a donation. We'd be more than happy to help figure out how to take it there.
I noticed we got several little shoes over here with the Walk for the Cure campaign here. How'd that all come about?
We teamed up with Vance Auto. They gonna have a walk the 29th of next month, and for this sugar diabetes, and what it is, you make a donation, put your name on the shoe, and they'll hang it up in the Advanced Auto windows. And I'll be walking in the walkathon representing the races at Franklin County Speedway.
So you're pretty much carrying a torch for all those Franklin County Speedway fans and everything.
Yeah, sure am. Our goal is to reach $5,000 from the racing. The best fans is the kids, and without the kids, you wouldn't have no fans really.
And so they can, as far as that goes, I know you can do it at Advance, but they can come down here right tonight and make a donation, and you can sign them up with their own little shoe right here, and that will be hanging in Advance Auto if they come down and sign up tonight.
Yeah, that's right. It'll be hanging in the windows at Advance Auto, and the Hogs Racing team and Advance Auto teamed up because we think it's a good cause. Anytime you can help, if you help one child, you feel like you've met your goal.
And so all in all, how's the year been going? I had you on a little bit earlier, and I think, boy, you've really been a whole lot more consistent this year than you was last year. Last year it seemed like you'd have a good run here and there, and then you'd be struggling. And but y'all finally getting this late model deal worked out, aren't you?
Yeah, we running real good. We had a couple of cycles, and we haven't won one yet. We led 85 laps, but the Don Miller engine has got the power to run up front, and we've been working on a little handling problem, and as soon as we get it worked out, I think we'll be in the winner. So.
Well, good luck to you, John, and definitely it is a real good deed you're doing there with the diabetes thing, and hopefully people come out and make it known for the race car drivers anyway, and that for the race fans, and it make us happy here on the Just Racing show too, because it's people like y'all what makes this show go anyway.
We appreciate y'all supporting our racing. Racing's a big thing, and it's a big thing in Franklin County, and we appreciate it.
All right, thank you, John. All right, we're gonna move right on over here to our very own. Oh, good day in the morning. They made me forget here. Come here, Skip. See, I done got all. I'm still rusty, boy. Vacation, man. I hadn't got over it yet. Skip, welcome to the show, bud.
Thanks, sir. Good to be here. Very good to be here.
Just I guess first time we talked was today over telephone, and gave Skip. I told him about the Walmart. Come on by the Walmart. He said, "Oh, y'all got one of them down there, huh?"
Superstore.
So well, that stoplight that slows me down for getting here on time. You see, that's my excuse anyway. But so things been doing pretty good for you this year, aren't they?
Yeah, we're doing a lot better than we have in the past. Well, thanks to that man over at J.C. Hall. He's given us a lot of help, and a lot of different people taking their advice. And works pretty good if you listen to somebody that knows what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
So how many years you been racing now, and how'd you get involved in it and all that good stuff?
Whitey got I think he called it a Legends race or an Old Timers race together at Victory Stadium, and he got my dad to kind of help out a little bit. And Dad's kind of a big guy, so they was going to let him. They were going to drive in the rookie cars, and Daddy didn't fit in the car. So I said, "Well, we'll get you a car. We'll build you a car that you can race next time." So they ran that little race, and then we kind of fell into it from there on out. Dad was a track champion out there. I think it was like 49 and 50.
Oh.
And then we just kind of started in the mini stocks back in, I think it was 91, and then started street stock the year after that, and then Whitey changed the rules to limited for this year.
Right.
And we raced half a year at New River last year and found out that wasn't no fun. Franklin County's the only place to race.
I've heard both ways, and there's a lot of them seem to wander out to New River a lot of times, but I see a lot of them find their way back to Franklin County.
Yeah, it's easier to drive up New River, but it's just more fun at Franklin County. Especially, a little beating and banging never hurts anything anyway.
And for the folks out there that's not real familiar with the name, it's the number 44 car in limited.
It's got Bennington Chevron on it. Not trying to moon it.
Go right ahead.
That's what it looks like.
Number 44 there. I was wondering if that was on the back. I was going to tell you to turn around. So they've been chasing the 4 car all year.
I don't think anybody's really going to catch him. All you can do is just follow him. And everybody's hollering about he's cheating and this and that. But I know Mike pretty well, and he's just got a good handle on the car. The car handles like a dream, and he's just kicking everybody's butt going through the corners. He doesn't have any more horsepower than anybody.
Mike's been around for a long time, and I'm sure that I'd have to agree with you that it's experience, and from going back, and he's built. I think the last couple cars he built himself, and or pretty much made them come around, and so he jumped right out the bucket there, strong.
He's been running good. I think Mike won 2 races last year. I think him and Mike Elkins over were racing real hard all last year. And then this year, Mike's just blowing everybody away. Nothing you can really do about it. Just, grit your teeth and try to catch him.
Got any people you like to thank for helping you out?
Yeah, I sure would. I'd like to thank Bennington Chevron, all the fans, all of them. Anytime you see a name on a car, I don't care if you're stopping by a piece of bum gum. It helps people get their money back and help people with the cars. I'd like to thank Dolls by Mary. Helped me out a whole lot this year. Wright's Business Machine. I wish your car was here. We could walk around it and point. Kind of nervous on camera. Can't really think. Like to thank my dad. Excuse me. Like to thank my dad. Like to thank Charlie Stone. Helped me out a whole lot this year.
I'll tell you what, man, that's what it takes. And like I said, I'm sorry that it was a last-minute deal, and we'll try to get you back on here, and we'll get it fixed up where we can get that car up here and take a look at it. And as far as that goes, they're more welcome to come down to Franklin County after the races, aren't they?
Oh yeah, anytime, especially the kids, like John was talking about before. We went to the payoff window to get our money 2 weeks ago, and there were 2 kids in the car. One was sitting on the trunk, and 3 of them were looking around to see what they could do. We had a ball. Just walked back, and come to find out, one of them was from Portsmouth, and it was his 10th or 11th birthday. And we had some old tires, and we gave him a tire, and made us sign it. Made me feel real good.
Oh, yeah.
And man, the kids is what it's all about.
Skip, we thank you for coming out, buddy.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the invitation. Y'all have fun.
All right, y'all be watching for Skip in that number 44 limited car down in Franklin County. Right now, we got, he's more famous than I am, isn't he, Steve? Got his own commercial and all that good stuff. How's it been going, Scott?
Still motor problems.
Still chasing that VW, right?
Oh yeah, we get a handle on it for long.
Yeah, I heard y'all been having some motor problems and all that good stuff, but I'll tell you what, once you get set back in a year, boy, it really takes a long time to get back, because a lot of people, they just think at the beginning of the season that you just put the car together. But see, I remember talking to you last year, and you was working on a brand new car, the one that got destroyed about this time last year, going for next year.
Yeah, we got messed that up in practice, and we got another car sitting on the other side of the garage now. That's already just getting started for next year. It's just, if we can get a motor to stay together, we built a motor last week and put it in, got it in about 1:30 Friday night, and went up there in practice and blowed that. Didn't get to race this week, but we come in and got up early Sunday morning, pulled it out, and we got another one in now. And so hopefully this will stay together. If it will, I think we can go to the front.
You getting any compliments or any people talking about the commercial?
Oh yeah, that commercial's neat. That's a real neat deal. Thanks to Cable 12, that gave me the opportunity to do it, and that's what makes a sponsorship get their payback, and the sponsors love it. I've had quite a few of the sponsors say, I thought I seen my name on TV the other night. I said, well, probably did, because the commercial is running on several different channels, and just got to thank Cable 12 for that.
And how's is everybody being understanding about you having? I mean, you come out the bag. I mean, just like firecrackers. I mean, you was really having everything going your way there for a little while, except for a couple rule infractions, but you got all them straight. Is the sponsors now understanding this deal as far as racing?
Yeah, it's we're trying something different. We're the only Chevrolet in our class right now, and once we can get the motor to run, the car will get up front. I mean, it'll run any of the cars up there, and now they're understanding. It's just new. My stepfather David, he's starting to build the motors now. Chris Martin's been building the motors, and he helps us a lot, and he's still helping us. But my old man's trying to get a hang on it so he can build it himself. And if it blow one, we ain't got to wait on nobody. Right. He can get out there in the garage and put it back together.
So you say you're already building one for next year, so you pretty much done made up your mind you're going to try this. Y'all going to make a serious run for the championship one year, or?
Well, if we can get treated right. Next year I think we're going to experiment. We're going to build both the cars by NASCAR rules, and we're going to try New River and a couple places like that, and just move around, get our name out there.
Well, the good thing about this division right here, it wouldn't take an awful lot to convert this into a mini stock if you really had to, would it?
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't take much at all. Just we got to weigh the same, and we just got to cut some more stuff out and put the weight where we need it, and change the tires, and of course we can do some more for motor. If we can get a motor stay together, we'll be fine. That's the only trouble we've had since we wrecked that car. That motor was running strong. It was in the car, and it just busted that in half. And I went up there last Thursday practicing, and that motor started leaking oils, and we we don't want to mess our head up, so we don't build a new one, and yeah, just can't have no luck. You know, the oil pickup bolt rung off. Threads come on. That's what got this motor. You know, it wasn't nothing that we did, just bad brake, aluminum block, and the oil pickup bolt just rung plumb off, and had like 4 or 5 washers washed it up, and imagine what that was doing, flying right in pistons and cranes. But we got another motor in here now, and we're gonna go and get the machine work done, get that back together, so we have 2 motors, so we don't have to work like we did, you know, blow 3, and we've had to build them every week. You know, it's expensive. But no, I just want to thank all my sponsors. They've been standing by us. We'll pay them back. You know, hopefully this motor we got in here, we got some good faith in this motor we got in here, and hope to go up there and outrun that Scirocco this week.
I can tell the confidence level is pretty big, so I need to invite everybody on out this week and watch the Cable 12 car. We're going to win the rookies, right?
That's right. We're going to try to laugh at Scirocco.
Good luck to you, Scott.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, that's Scott Foley, the driver of the Cable 12 rookie division car. Have we got any doodads up there? Yeah, here she comes. She's running over here. I want to thank Miss Duncan tonight for running around here, and here she comes here. Who's going to draw? Let her draw out of there. And they're taking off running too. Your name's not in there. Okay. All right.
Hey, do I get to take a prize?
Okay, you're back on. I'm here, huh? Where's my monitor at when I need it? Steve's doing a great job out here. We got Steve out here running around saying, you're on. And okay. Right here, got Mr. David Bryan there. How's it going, David?
Fine. We're doing all right up here at this car show tonight. Got a bunch of good-looking cars up here tonight.
Well, we welcome you up here. It's the first time I was able to get you on the air. I've stayed on you pretty much, but fine, we got you up here. You got the Gaffney car up here, right?
Yeah, this is the car we run at South Carolina. We go down there about once a month and run, and got another car that we run at Oak Level.
This, for the people that don't understand that while you have a car for South Carolina, they got probably, I don't know if it's built up as the biggest mini-stock race in the world or something.
Well, they call it the World Four-Cylinder Nationals. They run it once a year. It's a 50-lap race. Started off with paying $10,000 to win, and this year they're paying $12,000 to win, 50 laps for these four-cylinder cars. And they'll have 120 cars trying to make your race. They'll let 32 start.
I'll tell you what, it's just so down there, if you can just make the race, you done did something.
Well, you got about 40 cars that run down there week in and week out, and those are usually the cars you got to outrun, and it's hard to outrun them.
So this year I noticed y'all trying a different strategy on this as far as going out, and the other years you just pretty much been going down for this race and try to make the race, and it hadn't been all that easy. This year you're going down there a few times, and your drivers getting used to it. Y'all learn some stuff.
Well, the first year we went the week before the race and then the week of the race, and we got knocked out of the qualifying race. We had made the race and then got knocked out in the qualifying race on the white flag lap. Then last year we made the race and started like 26, I believe. We started 26, and we was running 7th with about 20 laps to go and burn a hole in the piston. So yes, we're trying to go every week. I mean, not every week, but about once a month, and get the car dialed in, get Randy used to the track, get the other drivers down there used to us. It's just it's hard to go somewhere like that one time and be competitive.
This and you had to build this car pretty much just for that track. Is that much difference than any track was compared to Oak Level anyway, right?
Well, they got a little different engine roll. They got an 80 over cc. I mean, 80 over bore roll, where Oak Level's got a 40 over. And they run 1 pound per cc, so we had to try to build a lightweight car. This car weighs 1,700 pounds dry. The other car weighs right at 2,000 dry. So this car is 300 pounds lighter, and we're still a little bit heavy with this car. In other words, the car weighs 1,700 pounds. Then the drive was 160 pounds. That's 1860, and we're running 1855 cc. We're close, but we would like to have the car even lighter, so that we could put lead on the car to make it handle like we want to. So.
And you probably, I know that you got more confidence in the driver you got now than probably anyone that you ever had. How did that relationship come about with Randy?
Well, I tried to outrun him for about a year racing go-karts and never could, so I decided I'd hire him.
I had never heard that story.
Now we raced go-karts against each other, which he was in his prime and I was wore out, and he won the championship and I finished second. And then I got hurt racing go-karts, and so I started getting him to drive my go-kart for me, and he won about I think he won 9 out of 11 races driving my go-kart. And then I sold my go-karts and started fooling with a car, and he had his own go-karts, and he was racing them, and I told him one day, I said, if you take a notion you want to drive your car, just let me know. And one Saturday morning, I seen him at the store. I said, you want to go to Danville and race tonight and drive your car? He said, yeah, I might. And so he goes down there and crawls in the car. He'd never been in before on a track he'd never been on before, and run second to a guy that hadn't been outrun the whole year, and he was up beside him on the last lap there. So
that was good enough for you.
That was good enough. Well, I'd seen him drive before. It wasn't nothing. I mean, I knowed he was good, and he takes care of the equipment, and between the two of us, we managed to get it to work most of the time. We missed it a little bit at South Carolina this week, but most of the time we get it to work.
David, I sure appreciate you coming up here. Anybody you want to thank before we get on out of here?
Sure, I'd like to thank my sponsors. We got J&J Tire, Oakwood Homes. Who else all this race? The sponsors.
A1 Heating and Cooling.
Yeah, A1 Heating and Cooling. We got to put them in there. I guess that's about it.
And this lovely little thing right here is part of the crew, right?
Yeah, we got Pete Craddock. I forgot about Pete. He helps fix the body, and then we got Randy's brother William helps on the car, and James Markson. Teresa washes the garage out for me once in a while, so everybody helps out. It's a family thing, and I think that's what makes it work.
Thank you for coming up, David.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we're gonna go to another one. All right. Okay, we're gonna take a break and be right back. Don't go away. Welcome back, everyone, to Just Racing live out here at Cable 12. For the ones that joined in late, that's supposed to have been on time, we started at 7 o'clock tonight due to darkness coming in, and I should have announced that. Me and Steve just got together on that today. Was worried about running out of daylight. Who have I got right here? I said you didn't have to say anything, but would you like to say who you are?
April Burton.
April Burton. And who you pull for?
Mike Elkins.
I kind of figured that. We're going to give away this Bryant's Heating and Cooling hat right here to some lucky person that's here. You reach in there. Okay, open it up. Teresa Bryant won the Bryant Cooling. You won your own hat. Let somebody else win. When she drawed it. Okay. They was David and Teresa donated these hats here. We've got what's that look like? Danny Ramsey. Does that sound right? Danny Ramsey. You have one. I'll keep it over here to be sure. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah. For Danny Ramsey. Whoever did that right here. Okay. Welcome to the show, Jim. I knew when I caught the voice when you pulled up, I didn't realize that you was a racer. We had a trivia a couple weeks ago with the Richard Petty, and it went on forever. And then you called in.
You asked the right man then. Yeah, that was. I don't get a chance to see your show often, but I catch it whenever I can. That was. I enjoy it. You do a nice job.
Well, thank you very much. And what kind of car we got right here? Are you with these guys over here in the Classic?
What this here is, I'm a member of the Virginia Old Timers Racing Club, and
Jack Hale.
There you go, Jack Hale, Harold Smith, and Sam Davis, and a bunch of them. What we're trying to do is keep the history alive of how the cars were back in the 50s and 60s. We try to keep them as close to original. We've done some safety things. We run a fuel cell, and we run all the belts, and we put some more bars in than a lot of them had way back then. But this is a 34 Chevrolet, and it's on 34 Chevrolet truck rails, straight axle, so it's basically like it was.
You don't go to the junkyard on Monday if you wreck on the weekend.
No, we hoard all the parts we can. So, but we run the cars all over. In fact, we ran up at Southside, Virginia, up at Richmond last Saturday night. Had a real good time up there. We had about 15 cars, and a lot of the old timers are starting to put a lot of these back together again. Bugs Harefield was there with one of Ted Harefield's cars, and of course Monk Tate ran Harold Smith's 36 Chevy Coupe with that 427 in it. He's tough. But we run both asphalt and we run dirt. I came out of the Midwest, and I really enjoyed dirt more, but these fellows are convincing me that asphalt is the way to go. You don't have to clean the car as much. We don't tear them up as much. But we really enjoy it. We're trying to keep the history for the fans alive, how the cars were back then, and how it developed into what we're doing, what the boys are doing today, the Earnhardts and so forth.
That's what's kind of unusual when you come out and see a car like this, as far as seeing the suspension. I mean, this is for real the way the suspension was, you know. And I mean, they was way up in the air, wasn't they?
They was up in the air. Now, when you see some of our cars, for example, Harold Smith, he's got the 60s modified that came out of this area, which I think are really neat. They had those cars down on the ground. When we ran, I ran in like I say, in the Midwest from 63 to 69, and this is basically what we ran. When you're talking a straight axle front end, you can only get it so low. I mean, there it is, you know. So you get it as low as you can, and you go out there and run.
What's the engine rules for y'all?
You know, we don't have any, but we try to be like this. Didn't come with a 350 naturally. It probably in its day would have run a 6-cylinder Chevrolet. But getting parts for those, getting the build, we're running 25 laps now, and you've got to have some equipment that'll hold up. But we basically don't have any rules. What we try to do is put on a show for the fans. We show the cars before we get there. We stay in the pits when we're done so they can come down and ask questions about them. A lot of the fellows are putting the history together with the cars now, with pictures as they were built, as they were found in old sheds and so forth. So
speaking of that, how did this one come about? Did you find, was this a race car when you found it?
This here was a semi race car. It had been started to be built back at some time, and then they came out and it sat, and then when this club started, I'm a member of 2 clubs. The Virginia Old Timers, like I say, out of Virginia, we run mostly asphalt and around here, Oak Level and these tracks. The track out of club, out of South Carolina runs mostly dirt, the old Lawrence and Cherokee and those type speedways. So this car came out of South Carolina. It's kind of it's got a little bit of an interesting history in it. The fella's dad who finished the car up had diabetes real bad, and he wanted to race old timers with us. So they put an automatic transmission in because his left leg was bad. But by the time they got the car finished, he had deteriorated to a point where he couldn't still do it, and I ended up with the car. But we're also building a 33 Ford that we just found down in South Carolina. It's an old car. David Pearson drove a few races. It was track champion a couple times, a little 5-window coupe. We'll have that ready in a few weeks, so and that's going to run a flathead, just like the old days.
Y'all pretty much fund this thing yourself?
Yeah, I guess we better show it to him, huh? Yeah, it's sponsored by Process Improvement Consultants, which is my company out of Ridgeway, Virginia. Then I get a lot of help out of CPS in Oak Level. They did the body, the paint. They're real helpful that way. And in our club, we just have so much help from, for example, the car couldn't handle, and Harold Smith, who's built cars since Christ was an altar boy, let me take it over to his shop. We put it on the scales. Tommy and Billy at CPS, who are real good street rod builders, helped me with the aesthetics of it to make it, look presentable and represent the era as best we could. But we're trying to keep it alive. We run these cars from Richmond, Virginia, actually to Tampa, Florida. So we get a half-mile dirt tracks to, they ran at New Richmond. I couldn't make it a couple weeks ago. I had a wedding to go to, but they ran up at New River. So we run from half-mile blacktop to quarter-mile dirt. Run them all.
So what's the schedule look like for next event?
The next event, we got this weekend off, and then we got a double-header, and you're going to have to help me here. Coburn at Lonesome Pine on Saturday night, and right down the road in Tennessee, Kingsport, Tennessee. It came back to me when you get old, that's why I'm in this old class. And they made that track. They went from dirt to cement. And we got rained out there last time, but we did run Coburn, and they just treat us well. We set up for the fans. We let them climb in little, like the kids are around, let them climb in it, whatever they want to do. Just trying to keep that history alive.
Well, Jim, we'll be looking for you, and thank you a whole lot for coming out and letting everybody see this.
Thanks for the invite. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's, Jim, let's let Jim. Go ahead and draw one, Jim.
Oh, Lord, I even put one of mine in here, so I hope I don't draw it. I didn't.
Francis Elkins. Did they give this to? Well, what's going on here? Who was that? Francis. They may not be related. I want to thank them anyway. Take this opportunity. They brought out 4 of these models, I think, and to give away. I've got Mark Martin, Darrell Waltrip, and Labonte, and a few of them. I want to thank them for bringing them out. And pardon? It was from Heather and James Elkins to give away on the Just Racing Show. We want to thank them for that. Thank you once again, Jim.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, move on around here before we run out of daylight here. Oh, I got to go. Oh, these drivers, they want me on a certain side of the cars here. This is side must not have hit nobody on this side here. I want to welcome to the show for the second time, James Carr. How's it going, James?
How you doing, EC?
So, how's the year been going?
Pretty good first half of the season. We've had a lot of trouble the second half, but we're trying. We're not going to give up.
Last time I had you on, I was trying to explain to people what car you drove right here. So right here's a good example there where they can take a look at it firsthand, can't they?
The good side anyway.
Yeah, put Scott over on the bad side of it. Scott must have made that bad mark over there.
No, that was that number 4. That number 4. Used to be old Pagan's car.
Right.
It got a little crazy that night.
So I think what was so wild about it, I think right after I had you on the show, you went out and won the following week, didn't you?
Yes, sir. Sure did.
And what did you tell me you was going to do if you won another one?
I can't remember what I said.
Well, I can't neither. I was just saying if you did. But I did think he said he was going to do something. Are you content with staying with the rookie division?
Nah, we're going to go to mini stock next year.
We're going to go to mini stock.
We're thinking about running New River next year.
Oh, okay.
And depends on how money and stuff goes.
Mm-hmm. So does that mean this car might be for sale?
No, we're going to still keep the same car.
Mm-hmm.
We're building a new car right now.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to probably be our backup car.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, we might run Callaway next year, running mini stocks. It depends on how money goes.
Mm-hmm. How are you in the points right now?
Running third. Third in the points. So had struggling the last, 3-4 weeks. But we done a bunch of changes on the car Sunday night. And if luck, plays our way, we're going to be right behind the 12 car there.
Oh, okay. So you're going to hang with Scotty there, huh?
Yeah, if I can't hang with him, I'm going to tie a chain to his bumper.
Okay. Well, I know he's really pumped up and looking forward to this weekend, and we wish you the best luck. I don't mean to rush you on off. We're fighting the sun here, which is thank the good Lord it didn't let it rain on us. I just knew that it was going to rain, but it didn't. Go ahead and mention, you got some people here helping you out.
I got a new sponsor, Taylor Paving. That's Whitey Taylor, who owns the track.
Oh, Taylor?
Yeah.
Oh, Whitey's in the paving business now, huh?
Yes, sir. He bought out Buddy and got his own business, paving driveways. And he does pretty good work. And picked up the Hog Lot, a good friend of mine, Furl. It's like a little bar in his back of his house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But he put some money in the car. And other than that, that's about it.
Hey, whatever, a little bit, every little helps, don't it?
Yes, sir. If you need a driveway paved, call Whitey Taylor. Yes, sir.
Okay, I never thought I'd hear that, but thank you a whole lot, James, for coming on here. Okay. You want me to draw out of this? Well, we're giving away prizes left and right here. This is, show that up, Joanne. I want to thank Joanne Duncan for helping me out tonight. What's that, Paul Wimbush? Yep. So, Paul Wimbush got a nice looking Chris Hatchett shirt right here. They was got all the sponsors and everything wrote on there. So you can hold on to that and find Paul somewhere. All right, where's the driver of this good looking thing right here? Ain't even tow up. Do we need to take a break before we come back to Mike, or just keep it going, huh? Okay. So we're fighting this the sun going down here, but Mike, how's it been going, man? I'm sorry I didn't get to talk to you, and then here he comes pulling up. I was glad to come out here because I was on vacation last week, and it's hard for me to get in touch with everybody. How's it been going?
Yeah, I heard you last week calling from down there at the beach. That in May, didn't you? It's been going pretty good. We didn't race last week because South Boston didn't run because of Bristol, but plan on being back down there this week.
Well, one good thing, I know you've had a lot of ups and downs this year, but y'all ain't tore up a car, have you?
Well, believe it or not, we
you fixed it?
Yeah, we've been fixing it. We just got tore up a couple of times and just got the front end painted Friday night. Greg Lehman, he repainted the front end for us. So it's got a little bit of body damage. Not too bad though. At least we hadn't bit the chassis yet. That's the main thing.
So with all this, I had you on and we was trying to figure out where you was going. It looks like you have been experimenting and everything. Have you found where you want to be going into next year? I guess getting about that time of year at the end of this season that you need to be knowing where you're going to go to next year, don't you?
Yeah. We right now it looks like we're going to be back at South Boston. I tell you, the track down there is super nice. I mean, it puts Callaway to shame. And the inspectors and the people that run the track, they really know how to run a first-class racetrack. And so right now we plan on going down there and hopefully run for points. We got 2 more races down there. We run this week, and then we skip a week and race a week after that. And trying to get the car. We're still chasing the handling right now on the track, but we're pretty close. We finished 8th the first week and 10th the second week out of 22 cars. So we're real happy with it.
So if you found out who the big dogs are down there and who you need to try to latch on to, or?
Yeah. I tell you, that first place guy, about the first 3, they pretty much run away from everybody else. But from about 4th on back, we getting in the ballpark with them. And with a little bit of luck, I hope this week, with a little bit of luck, we can increase our finish a little bit better. I think we might be able to get a top 5 if we have a little bit of luck.
What all is the big difference down there versus these other tracks as far as you need a lot of motor or just need to handle real good?
A little bit of both. Our motor, like I said, we could probably get in the top 5 with the motor we got. And it's the same motor we run at Callaway. And but to get in the top 3, we're going to probably have to have a little bit better motor. They let them run a little bit better bottom end, a lighter stuff, lighter cranks and rods and stuff. So if we can work on that during the winter time, we hunt for sponsors for next year. So anybody wants to get on the car.
That was going to be my next question. Have you re-upped with your sponsors for going down there? Because I know that's a big difference. It's not as important to a local company, I don't guess, running down there. That is one of the downfalls.
Yeah, I got a couple of them that I'm pretty sure will stick with us because. Like Holly's Auto Parts, they get good publicity down there. Independent Directory Service, they sell the directories down there around Brunswick and Mecklenburg County, so that's close by. And a few more that's going to stick with us and help us out. So yeah, we're looking for more of that.
And plus, we've been pretty good about showing some footage, so you can always get them some from that too, can't you?
Oh yeah, we're gonna start switching the name up on the dash, give everybody a little bit.
You sell them race by race, can't you?
Yeah, I tell you, Robbie and Bobby Peters, they said they would stick with us and they'd help us out some more next year. Peters Brothers Logging. So
you got that right this time, right?
I made sure.
I hadn't forgot about that yet. I couldn't remember which one it was there, but so the B99 days is probably over with then, right?
Well, no, I ain't sure. They started doing some advertising down there, and so we might be able to work something out and keep B99 on the car if we can get the number. We heard that the number, they told me last week that number was reserved by somebody else, but they had never run it. So I don't know if we can still keep that number, but if we don't, maybe we can just put it on the hood or something. Maybe we can put number 12 on it. I don't think there's no 12s down there.
NASCAR's pretty funny about that, as far as the numbers and all that stuff. I mean, they got it all down to an art, don't they?
Oh yeah, I tell you what, it's really professional to run down there. And when they tell you they're gonna do something, they do it. The number, they work with you real good too. If they see something wrong with the car, they're not gonna disqualify you right up front unless you're cheating. They'll give you a chance to get it fixed. And just like a number, she told me that somebody else had that number, but I asked her, I said, can I go ahead and run it? She said, yeah, go ahead and run it until somebody else comes down here, then we can change it.
And they run, I know you got McCurry's on here. Is that what they run down there?
Yeah. It seems like it's ain't quite as good as the Hoosiers, but it seems like it's a whole lot better than the Goodyears. So every track you go to's got a different tire now.
That is unusual. I would think the NASCAR, the ones that I'm familiar with anyway, about all of them's got Goodyear. That's the first one I've heard of running McCurry.
Yeah, all the late models down there run Goodyear. But in limited run McCurry. I don't know why. I reckon that's just to sell more tires. But like I said, all the tracks got different rules, and they seem like they can be pretty good tires. It's the second race we've run on these tires, and I think we're going to try to get some new right sides for next week, but probably run these left sides again. So that's holding up pretty good.
How far from here does it take, how long does it take to get down there from here?
From my house, it takes almost 2 hours. From right here, it probably take an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes, something like that. It's not really bad at all. We go down all the way down 220 and go through Danville going down. But I tell you what, the track, man, it's unbelievable, the track. If you've never been down there before, I mean, the infield is so clean that the pits, they got like a little restaurant. In the infield, you actually go in, sit down and eat if you want to. Little fans in there and everything, and got a shower for all the drivers if you want to take a shower. They have a bush race down there once a year, so I reckon that's one reason why they got it so nice.
Well, you want to go ahead and give these people a few nods here before they come off at the end of this season, maybe? Okay.
Get nobody. I got Rocky Mountain Tractor. That's our main sponsor, Wayne Blankenship. 40 West Food Fair, Ray Davis Construction, Holly's Used Auto Parts, Porter's Automotive Rebuilders, Prima Clean Cleaners, Warren's Body Shop, Martin Pallets, Boone Welding Company, Franklin Tire, Banker Firm, Hellcat up Firm, Engine by Mike Engel, James Sims Tile, and Peters Brothers Logging, and also Independent Directory Service. That's George and Linda Fry. And special thanks to all the other people that's helped so much on the crew and the crew. I mean, they just work on this thing all the time, and especially Tim, Jeff, Taylor, and Randy. They really go over and beyond what anybody could expect anybody to do.
And they're definitely faithful. They're definitely faithful. They even here at the car show, aren't they?
Yeah, they support me real good.
Well, Mike, I want to thank you for coming out tonight, and I wish you the best of luck down there, bud.
All right, I'd also like to thank my wife. I gotta remember her. She does all these letters on the car, and we really worked overtime to get in here tonight, getting all these letters back on the car where we direct it. And I got some hats to give away from Rocky Mountain Tractor.
How about if we tell the first person to come down here and ask for one, we'll give them to them. And if that don't work, then we'll give them away. Oh, okay. We're going to give away one right here. Yeah. Okay. We're going to hear what this Mike Engel engine sounds like, too. Scott Foley. Scott's done won him a Rocky Mountain hat, and which we said we played by the rules there. And we're going to take a small break, folks. We're still out here. I'm going to be here for a little while, so y'all feel free to come on out. And we got plenty of prizes and all the cars sticking around for y'all. Come on out. Welcome back, everyone, to Just Racing. Night has finally came about. We want to thank David Bryant for pulling out the lights out of the trailer there to help us put a little bit of light on the subject here. And once again, I want to thank Joanne for running around here to all these people and getting their names. We've been giving away prizes like you wouldn't believe. Chris, come on over here for a bit, buddy. We got right here our Cable 12 late model here. Got Chris Hatchett, which was on here. Chris, what's this right here on the back we got here?
For sale sign. We're going to need to get rid of this car for this year. We're going with a new chassis for next year, and hopefully to better my career and stuff. And this is a great car so far, and I believe we got all the bugs pretty much worked out of it. And keep doing a good job up in New River. We've been finishing top 20, 15, and if you finish in top 15 up there, it's like running top 5, top 3 at Franklin County.
And this car, like I said, this car, well, I know for a fact that it hadn't even been hurt this year. There's no frame damage, has it? There's just a few bumper covers, maybe.
Yeah, bumper cover we've had straightened out, bumper bars, and beat the right front fender out and left rear. But other than that, it's a solid car. Everything is a regular stock snout. It's stronger than tubular, and it's just a great car. Somebody needs to get in the late model division. It's a great place to start.
They could even do the limited deal with this car, couldn't they?
I don't know how that works, but as far as I know, you add pound, lead, and stuff to the car to run limited. It may be a few other changes, but other than that, that's the only thing I know.
Well, enough about selling the thing here. Right here, we're gonna get to some of these other little things you got around here. I'm gonna run up here on. Well, I'll just let Steve show them what you got. This is, of course, got some good-looking T-shirts right here, but this little pamphlet is the Finish Line Racing School, and that's what we was talking about last time we had you on the show.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago we was talking about Mike and Crystal Loescher out of Florida having the Finish Line Racing School where I went to Martinsville, and these are just pamphlets we had from them, and we're going to leave them here at the station so people can come by and get them. It's a great place to go to school. If you're really interested in racing, you need to go and pick up all the great driving habits that Mike offers, and gives you a lot of time at different tracks. And he's a great person to learn from, and I learned a whole lot from him. Be smooth as fast, and I didn't want to believe him until I went back to some of these tracks, and I've learned smooth as fast.
We also got some of your little collector cards there, and you also got some information that people can get if they want to, some of the drivers out there, if they want to get some done of theirs, I noticed.
Yeah, these little race star cards, we started last year with the pickup trucks we had. We got them, and these right here, ones with the car, and I'm standing in front of them, have name. On the back it has places for driver stats, and has my name, kind of car, started racing in 1995, age 19. Have to thank my mom for marital status. She's done got one hitched, and I believe she's trying to get another. She's got single on here. And she's also had sponsors listed. All of them are Hatchet and Hatchet Trucking, H&H Truck Brokers, Bryant Radio Supply, Arrington Racing Engines, Cable 12, Franklin County, of course, Doyle Enterprise Custom Embroidery, Jim Mills Jeep Eagle, Michael Steak and More, Poindexter and Associates, and Dillon Insurance Agency. They're all my sponsors this year, and couldn't have done anything without them. They help take care of the week-to-week debts.
we're gonna get this man right here. This man right here pays the bills on a whole lot of it down there. Welcome to the show, Jerry. You come on up here and get the light, so I won't be shading you there, bud. So you told me tonight. We actually told me today that the car you was gonna sell the car, and but it wasn't like you was gonna get out of it. You was just gonna try to get something a little bit better, right?
Nah, so I got my feet wet this year. We bought this car, and this was a new car. Never to us is new. It was an '86 model car that had been made back in '86 and never been raced. And it was a Bush Grand National car, and it was cut down to a late model stock car, and it had never been raced as a late model stock car. And we bought it this year, and our friend Bobby Radford, come down and put it together, and got the thing looking pretty good. And with the help of my other sons and my wife and Bobby and Chris helping us a lot around the shop, got it to where we could go and run. And I tell you, I guess it's because it's my kid. I think he's the greatest thing in the world, but I'll have to brag on him a little bit. He run 9 races at Callaway this year, and he had a one top 5, finished 5th, a 6th, 3 7ths, an 8th, a 9th, a 13th, and a 14th out of 9 races. And the only damage that we had this running up there, we had to replace 2 bumper bars, and that's the bar that goes around in front of the radiator behind the bumper, and straighten out the one fender on the other side. And we decided we'd go to New River and move around on some tracks, and we really like it up there. It's a whole lot of fun. You have to pay attention to a whole lot of different rules because you got NASCAR officials up there, and they have plenty of them. It's not just 2 or 3 inspecting. They got several. And the first race up there, we went up and run 250 lappers. And the first race he finished 17th in, the second one he finished 13th in. And then the next week was a TV race. We didn't make a show for that. We were faster than some of the provisional qualifiers for that race. But we went back the following week and finished a 14th. And then he's got a 19th and a 21st up there. So, and I've been around racing quite a while, and I think the competition is nothing wrong with the people at Franklin County. They're good people. People run up there have got good cars. But if you want to see how good your equipment is, you need to go to some of the NASCAR tracks and just test it out. If you don't believe me, a top 15 at New River is equal to a top 5 at Franklin County. Just bring it on up and let them show you. He done a real good job driving. I'm proud of him. And hopefully we can sell this car. And I'll price it 2 or 3 different ways. And rather not do that on the air, but if anybody wants to call me, then call me at home before 9. I usually go to bed at 9. It's 576-3313, and at work it's 629-3315. We plan on getting a new car built, and we hadn't really made up our mind, but I think we're going to go with Boatenheimer. Kerry Boatenheimer out of Asheville, North Carolina. That's who builds the cars for our friend Six Pack Cundiff over here. And Six Pack runs very good at New River. And I tell you, I hope that one of these days Chris has as many fans as Six Pack does, because I tell you, when they announced his name, buddy, they got them all standing up. So,
You're going to stick with New River when you build a new car?
Well, no, not necessarily. We're going to run some races up there, because Chris is hoping that he can get a future in this, and that's where he needs to be rather than what we call an outlaw track. He needs to be at a NASCAR sanctioned track, and hopefully we can get him to run some more at New River. We would like to run Coburn, Kingsport, Tennessee, South Boston, Ace, and Caraway. And then try to make the shows at Martinsville, North Wilkesboro, and Myrtle Beach. And it's just going to take a little more seat time. And like I say, I'm proud of him. We've been able to load ours up every week and didn't have to use a wreck truck. And we finished all the races with the exception of one. We got run over at Franklin County one night, and that's when we tore the right fender up, and it tore the sheet metal up, the ductwork to the radiator, and it started heating on us, and rather than messing up the engine, we parked it that night. But every other race we finished. So out of 13 races, we finished them all.
Jerry, I want to thank you for coming on tonight and bringing Chris up in. Y'all bringing the car, and car will be sitting here for a few more minutes. People want to come on out and take a look at it and talk business to you, right?
That's right, and we've got some hats and a couple of shirts we want to give away to some of your people.
Okay.
If you want to.
Are these the names here? Okay. So already, right here's the hat, so Steve can get a shot at. Jim Jensen. Jim, a man with the 34 old timers car, he has won one. And Chris drawed these out, didn't he?
Yes.
And who was that? Pico Hodges?
Yeah.
Pico Hodges has won another Hatchet hat. David Duncan, Sr., has won a hat. And the last one is Jason Kendall. He won a Cable 12 hat right here, and we want to thank Jerry and all y'all for bringing that stuff up here. And we got a couple shirts we're going to give away. We're going to take one small break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap this thing up. Is that okay, Steve? Steve's getting tired of that camera on his back. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Back, everyone. We want to thank everybody coming out here for our second annual outside show here, and it turned out real well. We had quite a few people come by, and I definitely want to thank all the drivers here. Got a couple more things we're going to give away real quick before we get out of here. Michael Underwood, you've got a shirt. We got 2 shirts we're going to give away here, the Cable 12, and Rhonda Philpott. So these 2 right here have won some Cable 12 shirts, and anybody that wants to get a Cable 12 racing shirt, just you can stop by here and place your order at Cable 12, and we will make sure that we get your shirt and find out what size it is and all that good stuff. Once again, I want to thank. Okay, let me do it. I told Mike. I told Mike I'd do that. 2 Rocky Mount tractors. David Bryant has won one, and David Duncan has won one.
He's got this hat.
That's my hat. I'm keeping that one. Okay. We want to thank David Bryant once again for bringing out and furnishing us some lights here. Steve's been going around all night with his camera on his back, and I know that's killing him, and Dean Doyle, of course. I want to thank all my drivers and car owners and everything coming out. Y'all have made it very successful for us here at Just Racing and Cable 12, and we thank you so much. And until next week, we're gonna hear these things play out one time. Next week is Just Racing.
Thanks for watching Just Racing. Be sure to tune in Tuesday and Thursday nights for the rebroadcast of tonight's program. Just Racing is a Gabriel Communications presentation. We'll see you at the track.